Hey 7th graders, this is your history video for Thursday, October 1st, 2020. Today you guys are going to read Culture on Your Plate. So this is talking about how the different regions in a different area might have more food or different types of food, and so people might eat things based on where they live, and that might impact their culture. So one of the things that kind of stands out about this to me is right there, that avocado. So here in California, we're fairly used to avocados being around. And we have avocados, they're typically about that big, kind of maybe like the size of a baseball. And they have really smooth inside texture, and we turn them into lots of different things. We're super used to them. And we complain because sometimes they're $2 to $3 a piece, but a lot of times you can get them on like a $4 for $5 sale, things like that. In different parts of the world and in even different parts of our country, that is not the case. So in places like the East Coast, avocados are way more difficult to get a hold of. They're a lot more expensive, and sometimes they are even different sizes and different textures. I was in Brazil 9 years ago, I think, when my family lived there, and they had an avocado that they picked up from the store, and it was about this big, but the insides, when you scraped the inside or scooped it out, it was stringy. So they had made guacamole, and I remember being like, this has like really weird, it was kind of stringy, and it was a lot more liquidy than our avocados. So it was different, and it was used in different ways than we use it. Another thing we have here in California is fresh vegetables and fruit. We have a ton of it. Sacramento is actually the farm to fork capital of the world. That's our new city slogan. And so in our area, we're used to really fresh fruit, vegetables, really great produce. My sister lives in North Carolina, and she is not able to get the same produce that we have here, and so she just has like different menu options. One of the things that I have noticed when I go out there is they don't have places that are targeted specifically for salads or things like that. So here we have restaurants like Jack's Urban Eats, and that is a place where you can go in and they'll create a giant salad for you, and you can get it as a meal, and it's got all kinds of really great toppings on it. In North Carolina, when I've been there, those kind of things are very limited, and a lot of people don't get to have that kind of stuff. Where she might have food that I'm not used to, like they do have a lot of really good barbecue food and things like that. She just has an entirely different menu. So one of the debates that my family frequently has when we've gone out and visited is, do you like barbecue or do you like Mexican food better? Because where my sister lives in North Carolina, they have very few Mexican restaurants, and probably the best place you can go to get any kind of Mexican food is Chipotle. Here in California, there are, I think I counted at one point, 8 Mexican restaurants within 3 miles of my house, 2 to 3 miles of my house. So I literally can go from any different restaurant and pick up walk-in tacos or sit-down restaurant tacos, street tacos, regular tacos, any kind of thing, and it's all in these different Mexican restaurants. But finding really good barbecue food is less frequent for me here in California. My older sister, she has 10 barbecue places near her house, but almost no Mexican places. So it just is really based on where you are and who's influencing you. And that's a big part of what they're talking about here is, what do we eat that's specific to our culture and to where we live. So that's kind of what you guys are reflecting on. Please make sure you're filling in the history questions with complete sentences. As I was grading this week, I noticed that some of you guys were just answering the question, but you weren't using a complete sentence. You're not going to get full credit for that. Tomorrow, we're going to go over this timeline activity, so you guys can look forward to that. And I think that's it for now. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.